Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy K Fings, and we got another trailer, all right? Mortal Kombat 2. Okay? I'm a huge fan of the game. I grew up in the 90s playing Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? Way back on Super Nintendo, man. Like, yeah, those are the days just playing with the fam. You know what I mean? So I and even the original movie that came out. Sometimes with these kind of movies, I'm just such a fan of the movie that I don't even like critique it the same way. You know what I mean? Like back in the I don't remember when the original movie came out, but back when that original movie came out, I was just so in awe of like all the characters and how they were like actual, people. It wasn't just on a Nintendo anymore. So really dope. But now they're bringing it, into the modern age with, different technology and stuff like that. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do with part two of this movie. I like the first one. I thought the first one was good. I will say though, it looked like, dang, like if they had a little bit more money, it could have been that much better. That was kind of like really my only gripe. I thought like in some aspects, it looked like they just didn't have the resources to make it like a legit movie. But the first one was pretty successful. So I'm hoping that, with the success of the first one, they poured that money right back into this one. And they're, they opened up the budget a little bit. So let's see. Let's get into this trailer, see what it's about. All right, let's get into it.
Uno mas, thanks.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit went out in the 90s.
Dang.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to fight.
Tell me you're not some crazy fans. How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
Where the hell am I?
It's called Mortal Kombat. It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Fuck that.
It's come out in October.
This is a war for the fate of your world.
You dickheads in or what?
I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer
Jax.
arms. Or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor.
I find you annoying.
Not the face.
Johnny Cage?
It's time to become the hero you were meant to be.
All right, you big ugly fuck. It's showtime.
Get over here!
Only the strong survive.
Finish him!
Are you shitting me? You don't have any pounds?
Just incredibly handsome.
All right. Okay. Yeah, the trailer looked good. Like I was saying before, I still think that, some of the CGI looks a little bit on the cheaper side. And, I hate to be, that guy when it comes to this, but it just sucks when you're comparing it to other films that are, in that kind of superhero video game world, and you see that they are, just the CGI and the animation just looks a little bit better. So that's the first thing that I would say off the bat. And then it looks like Johnny Cage is going to be the main character. It looks like he's kind of down on his luck. the movies are kind of drying up. He's probably not getting as many roles anymore, and he gets pulled into this tournament. So that's kind of what the movie looks like right there. But yeah, it looks decent. Like I said, I like the first one, so I would just have to see it. I will say that I wasn't completely impressed by the trailer. I would say it wasn't like, it didn't really give me anything, that I was like, dang, I gotta get there. But I'm going to watch it just because I'm a fan of Mortal Kombat. So, but yeah, like I said, just the CGI, man. I just wish that they were able to have those budgets, like like the different movies that, like Superman, that that recently came out. I just want to see what that looks like with that kind of budget. But yeah, overall, decent trailer. I would say it definitely is given that that more, the Mortal Kombat that we love. It's gory. There's cool fight scenes. There, we have the characters with their different, abilities and things like that, and all of those were on display in the trailer. So, pretty dope. The other thing that I would say is, I don't know if I care about the tournament anymore. And I get that that's like, that's what the game is all about. The game is just like this fighting tournament. You fight different characters, and then you just kind of work your way up to different bosses and things of that nature. So I understand that, but I know it's just source material, right? So I know that there is a story out there that doesn't necessarily involve the tournament, right? Like, I would just be curious to see what if, some of those, the antagonists or whoever those characters are, they just came to Earth, and Johnny Cage has to like do all of these things on Earth versus like fighting in a tournament to save Earth. You know what I mean? Like, I just think, I've seen that so many times, and I know that that's like how the game goes, but I would just be curious to see like, what's a day in the life, or what would it look like if we just place Johnny Cage just in the world, and we just kind of take the story from there. You know what I mean? Because I just think that I had a feeling they were going to do the tournament, and that's kind of what they did. So yeah, that's my opinion about it. Like I said, and I hate to be the guy that's just kind of like talking bad about the trailer, but that's just kind of how I feel. And I'm still going to support the movie because I'm a fan of the thing, and I want the movie to do well. But that's a couple of my gripes. I think the CGI, I think they, I wish they could do a better job of that, because what happens for me, at least, is it kind of pulls you out of the movie. Like, if you're just looking at the movie, you're kind of immersed in the conversation or the dialogue or whatever's going on, and then you just see like some kind of funky like CGI. I'm like, dang, this is just like, it just pulls you out of the movie, right? And then, like I said, just knowing that this kind of predictable tournament that always happens, every so often, like I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen. So, like I said, I just wish there was a kind of a different storyline, but hopefully it comes out great. I'll definitely be there to check it out. And until next time, I'll see y'all. Peace.